आपकी लव स्टोरी कैसे स्टार्ट हुई? वो तो जानना है कि ये कब स्टार्ट हुआ और ये लव स्टोरी कैसे आगे बढ़ी, का क्या कहना चाहोगे?
So I was finishing off Razia on the same set that Gautam was beginning Suryaputra Karn. I didn't know I was going to be a part of Suryaputra Karn a month later, but I'm doing we're wrapping up Razia. So last के थोड़े से episodes और वो सब चल रहे थे, and I'm just sitting on the chair like one थका हुआ person who's been shooting like this and thinking something. And there's this entourage passing in front of me. There's Gautam, a person holding an umbrella, a person holding his fruit ka bowl, and a person holding a mukut, and one more person with a script. And I'm looking, who's this guy? ये कौन सा अलग एटीट्यूड है भाई कि यहाँ पे पूरा अंतराज जा रहा है. ठीक है. So and he looked at me. I remember he was in a red dhoti, and he looked at me and he did hi, and I also did hi, and that was it. And I was like, who's this snobbish person? He doesn't carry his own stuff. Why does he need so many people? And he also thought pretty much the same about me, that who is this boy-like girl who does not have manners to at least greet properly. So that was our first meeting. And then we eventually met on the sets of Suryaputra Karn. And I remember a common friend, Krishna, who was playing Krishna Saurabh. Yeah, he made us interact for the first time. And we spoke briefly about where you're from, what you like, etc. You know, how come acting, this, that, and the other. And I think both of us in that first kind of chat realized that, okay, this is somebody sensible. You're not like the usual, not faking it, or not like, unnecessarily over hyper about stuff and everything. And I think, eventually, so that's how, that was the first click, I think. And then eventually, Gautam asked me for my number. He shouted and he said, can I have your number? And all that was happening. And we met for the first time. I remember we went to the Umargaon beach at 2 a.m. And it was a moonlit night. It was beautiful. And then we are discussing. He's like, what are your ambitions? What is this? And I had this impression that he's 44 years old. And I was 24 that time. I said, okay, 20 years. That's a little less, I think. So it should be more than that. And then he's like, no, I'm 37. I'm not 44. I said, okay, makes it better. 14 years. Theek hai. So yeah, and that's how I think things started. There was obviously an infatuation and attraction instantly. And so that's how it started. And we were not very crazy right from the start, but there was a silent, affection brewing. Within a month, yes, Gautam did say like, let's get married, and I was like, I'm 24, but I was still excited at the idea of it because I don't know. And then I told my dad, and he said, there's no way you're getting married right now. You're 24. You first date the person for 2 years, and at least date for 2 years, and then we'll see. And that's what we did, actually. We dated for 2 years. We also got busy in our own work and everything. And it was good also because we got to know each other in depth, and also the kind of foundation to, a companionship is very important. So we fought a lot also because although our ideologies are mostly, our end result is obviously the same, but we have very different natures, how we get to it. And so that was, I think, something that we needed to understand. And obviously, like I said, I was very reserved and very, very, I held back. That time I didn't even say what I didn't like, or there were different ways in which I said it. And he would sometimes just be perplexed, bhai, ho kya raha hai? So yeah, so all of those things, I think it took us 2 years to actually, really, really understand each other. And obviously you still date and keep getting to know each other. That never stops. But but I think that foundation was strong. We knew that, okay, this can be, a marriage. And 2 years down the line, he was turning 40 and I was 26. And the families met. Obviously, I met his parents. My mother met him. My dad met him. And this thing was that my dad said he's a good guy. I was like, okay, you've never said that so about anyone. So if he's saying he's a good guy, then he's a good guy. So, and I knew he was very, obviously, whenever you're in a relationship, if you can go all out, you can be ready to marry someone, that means there are no red flags. Otherwise, I have never been in a situation where I could say that, yeah, I'm ready to marry this person. I'm ready to marry this person. And it only happened with him that I did not feel or see that there was anything stopping me. And I think that was a teller, that was something that told me that, I think there is nothing that's really stopping me, so so we went ahead with it, and it was Roka in October, and then marriage in next year Feb. So we had 3 months to prepare for the wedding, and rest is history.